What's up, guys? So I came across something a little interesting, noticing on the TCL C series with the HDR with playing video games. This game right here is Sniper Ghost Warrior 3 on the Xbox One S, and I chose this game because it allows you to change from HDR to non-HDR without turning off the console, so it goes a little quicker for me. So I'm looking at a light right here. This is with HDR on, and I can show you from going like this, brighter and normal HDR. Now I'm going to turn it off. And the colors are 10,000 times better. Now through the screen here, it might not look as great, but I can tell you instantly it's 1,000 times better. And you can tell that it's off because now it says just brighter and normal. So this is HDR off. Now I'm going to turn it back on. And it's just much more dull from some reason. You can see it says HDR on. I don't know if it's coming through the screen as well, but you can definitely tell that it is much duller for some reason. Now, here is the map. Zoom in, zoom out. Now, brighter, normal HDR. Turn it off. And this is with it off. It's just crazy how much better it looks with HDR off. I don't get it. It looks so much better with HDR off. Now here's that area right there. So this is with it off, and that's with it on. It's like got this weird hue to it. It's much darker. It's just quite odd. I don't understand why it's like that. So this is HDR on. Looks pretty good. Brighter, normal HDR. Looks pretty good. Now I'm going to turn it off. It just looks so much better with it off. I don't get it. It looks 1,000,000 times better with it off. This is off and that's on. This is off and that's on. It's darker, it's duller. So here this is HDR on and I'm looking at the bright sun, so it's looking a little odd, like blinding you. I'm looking at the sun, this is HDR on, and that is with it off. It just looks so much brighter, so much better. For whatever reason, I don't get it. And look over here, this is HDR off. This nice green bush. This is HDR off. And that's on. This is HDR off. It's like hazier, it's darker, I don't get it. So you know from my other videos about this TV that I rave about it, that I think it's the best bang for your buck you can get for a 4K HDR TV. Now, with this in mind, with the HDR in this gaming, what do I have to say? Don't turn HDR on if it looks bad. Is it a bummer? I guess, but it looks better with it off, and it looks very well with it off. I haven't noticed this in any movies or YouTube HDR content or 4K HDR content that's built into the Roku. I haven't noticed anything with that. It's just been with video games on the Xbox One S. Again, is it a bummer? It's just odd. I don't understand. It looks 1,000,000 times better with it off than it on. And I noticed this because sometimes when I'm playing the game, when I turn it on, I notice the menu screen looks different. When it's like that, I just check my Xbox HDR settings and it was off. And notice, why does it look so much better with it off? Well, it does. Is it a bummer? Not really, because if I play the game and it looks better with it off, I just turn it off because it still looks amazing with it off. So that's what I have to say about that. If you have any questions or if you can figure out what's going on, please let me know. As you know, I've been responding to all the other video comments, so let me know on this if you have any questions, comments, or anything you think of why this is happening. It's a little odd, but it doesn't bother me too much, again, at the price that I got it for. I don't know. Let me know what you think.